Elara bought the old Victorian house for its history. It was beautiful but heavy with silence. Her favourite feature was a small, dusty attic room with a single, perfectly round window overlooking the back garden. One afternoon she was unpacking boxes when she found a collection of old glass plate negatives, early 20th century photographs. She decided to develop them in her darkroom, expecting faded landscapes or stiff portraits. The first plate to appear in the developer tray was unremarkable, a black and white image of the house itself taken from the garden, perhaps a century ago. It was identical, except for one detail. There was a figure standing perfectly still in the attic window. It was a small girl in a white dress, her face blurred and indistinct, but her posture oddly formal and sorrowful. Elara felt a sudden chill, but dismissed it as clever light or a long-gone child of the previous owners. She tacked the print to the wall and went about renovating the house. Over the next few weeks, strange things happened. She would find old antique marbles scattered on the floor of the hallway, though she didn't own any. She'd hear a faint, distant singing, a childish, melancholy tune drifting from the sealed-off attic stairs. One night, a major storm broke. Elara was downstairs when a huge gust of wind slammed a door upstairs. Annoyed, she grabbed her phone to use its flashlight and headed up the creaking stairs. The attic door was open. As she shined her light into the gloom, she saw the round window. The wind howled through the narrow gap where the seal had broken, but what truly paralyzed her was not the wind, but a new, heavy silence that enveloped the room. Her flashlight beam caught a small wooden stool sitting directly in front of the round window. On the seat of the stool, arranged in a perfect circle, were all the marbles she had found. Then, she noticed the cold, still air coming in from the window was strong enough to stir the print she had tacked to the attic wall weeks ago. The photograph was gone. The tack was still there, but the print was gone. A deep, whispering sigh filled the room, cold and close. Elara slowly turned the phone's camera toward the empty window, a trembling thought compelling her. She took a flash photograph of the black night outside. She backed away down the stairs, heart pounding, and didn't stop until she was outside the house, huddled in the rain. Only then did she check the photo on her phone. The image was completely black, but in the center, perfectly visible in the flash reflection of the glass, was a small, terrified girl in a white dress, standing inside the window, staring back at her, and she was holding a familiar black and white photograph in her hands.